Here. Okay, great. Welcome everyone to Tuesday's live pop-up Q&A. I think it's been a while since I've actually shared much about me. There's a lot of new people on here that don't really even know much about me. Hey Jen, thanks for showing up. And so what gives me such authority to talk about what I do and what makes me this person that thinks I know what I'm talking about? So for some of you who don't know me, I've been in the healing arts for probably about 20 years. I started off as a massage therapist, but it's morphed and it's grown and it's changed over time as we weave in and out of our lives. And I've worked a lot with plant medicine. I've spent many trips to the Amazon. It's probably about 5 different journeys back to Peru where I've worked with plant medicine. I've done about 25 journeys with ayahuasca, the powerful shamanic plant medicine that takes us to altered dimensions, higher dimensions, different dimensions so that we can access information that's not normally available to us in our day-to-day life. And so that's been a lot of integrating all of those journeys. I've worked extensively with Dr. David Hawkins Scale, his scale of human consciousness. And as a result of all the work of going into the Amazon, working with plant medicines, I was able to break through his scale, which only went to 1,000. And this scale now goes to infinity. So this is what the whole book that I've just written, that's expected to be launched. We are missing tomorrow's 11/11 launch date. It's just not going to happen. But we are aiming for 12/20/20, 2020, 12/20/2020, which adds to be an 8. So for those of you who have been following me know that I love numbers and all about 8, which is infinity, infinite possibilities with this infinity system, the infinity scale that I created. And so this is all going to be outlined in this book, which I'm super excited to be launching on ideally the 20th. I haven't gotten the official word from publishers yet, but they were hoping the week of the 20th. So that'll be that Friday. So looking forward to that with eager anticipation. So the title of this book is called Access Your Ultimate Power, The Blueprint to Infinite Intelligence. So I'll be talking all about what I've learned and discovered over more than 20 years of working in this healing arts and all the new revelations that have been downloaded to me that I've been revealing. And so I've been working one-on-one with clients for 20 years. And it's morphed and changed. And so now it's primarily working with people online, over the phone, with people all over the world. It doesn't matter where you are. And the way that where people start, if they actually want to work with me, is with that personal vibrational temperature report. That way you know where you're at, I know where you're at. And that's just the starting point. It's super, super valuable information. Comes with a 30-minute chat with me where I can get all your questions answered. And it outlines more than 40 different calibrations and where all the energies are stuck that are creating those distortions in your energy field. So if you're a healer, you could potentially take this report and just go heal yourself. But today we are entertaining some questions. So I'm excited to hear what your questions are. Hang on, let me get glasses. Okay, it looks like we have our big glasses today. The other ones, I think I walked into the other room with them. So we have big glasses today. We'll see what kind of questions you guys have. And so you can see how this works, this infinity system actually works, helping to change people's lives. And a lot of you have already benefited from the work that I do, whether it's actually getting in on a program or just doing, spontaneous things here. And it's really helpful to other people to know how that's benefited you, how it's helped you, so that they can see. I mean, I already know this works, but they may not. There may be new people here. So let's see, with my big glasses on, uh, if you guys have any questions posted. So let's see, what have we got? Questions about why you're struggling. And because, there's always going to be an energetic reason for all of your struggles in your energy field. And so this is what I do, is my expertise is able to look at your energy field, no matter who you are, whether I know you. So Instagram just disappeared. Gonna have to start over. So hang on. Thanks for being patient, Facebook. While we wait for, there we go. So Instagram is back. Okay, great. So they seem to be having this thing of dropping me every single week. Well, so we will be posting the live Facebook feed on maybe Instagram. We'll see what happens. At any rate, so today we're entertaining questions. I didn't see any questions yet on Instagram. A lot of people showing up and a lot of people coming back. So we will see what your questions are. So in the meantime, let me also take a peek here. Oops, over at Facebook and see what you have. Jalpa, that's new. Darren Holmes, okay, good. Which is someone else. I've forgotten the name. Hi, Kimberly. Last time I was on, you mentioned clearing trauma. Lately, I've been told that I've had a lot of trauma. Will you check on me and clear it? So here's the thing with clearing trauma. Darren, I know it's not Darren. Lila, that's who. That this is not like waving a magic wand, where all of your trauma just goes poof, and then I just wave my magic wand and it all disappears. So the way that these things work is that you are going to let me clear whatever you're ready to clear. So a lot of people think, oh, I just want it all gone. And then, I would go in and do this really massive clearing. And then they start to see the difference between where they are and where they want to be is a much bigger gap than what they realized. And so the way to get from here to here may be a little bigger than what they realized or expected. And so then as you start to shift and change, as those energies are released, that they're like, let me back up for a second. You are experiencing what you are having in your life right now because of where you're vibrating here in your energy field. So as I come in and shift and change things and help you release things that are not aligned with where you want to go, your life now needs to change. You can't keep being, and having the things that you have, be, and do on this level anymore, because now you've up leveled. And so if you want to really experience the dreams and desires that are up here, that's going to create a shift and change. So let me see what you're ready to clear, Lila, right now, as far as past trauma, because trauma like the trauma that I work with and I help people clear is not only from just this lifetime, which a lot of inner child stuff happens very early on, but there's also past time energy. So we can't just go da-da and just clear everything away. But let's see what you're ready to clear right now. So you have some energies going on in your heart, out to that third layer. So these are traumas of making you doubt yourself and feel bad and judge yourself, make yourself wrong. And these started at the age of, I'm getting the age of 5. So this is where the programming that you're talking about started. It's at the age of 5. Maybe you were punished severely or something happened. Sometimes even a sibling that comes along can be very traumatic in your life. So maybe you can share with us what happened at the age of 5 that really traumatized you. And So we're clearing those judgments out of your heart space right now. Okay, great. 4. And then down in your root, out to that third layer, there's an energy that doesn't allow you to feel safe to step into your power because of what happened at that age of 5. So let's clear that. Great. Awesome. And at the heart, there's still some more energy there that goes all the way out to the 15th layer, which relates to that 1% energy, the energy that wants to keep us pushed down. It's the energy that's behind the delay in the elections, so that actually there's a lot of reasons that the election is being delayed. Part of that is the resistance of the 1% who does not want to let go of the things that need to be changed that aren't aligned with the direction humanity is going. And the other reason it's being delayed is because people are being educated. One, about how corrupt our system is. And so people are not going to believe it. And the president knew this, not going to believe it until they can see the numbers. So I just saw something before I hopped on here that was projecting or saying, or it will become more revealed, that before the election call, that Trump was ahead by like 73%, if you're counting the actual real numbers, real ballots, and Biden only 20, it was less than 30%. So anyway, the numbers, as I was talking about on Friday, how the numbers don't lie. And of course, they've been manipulated and distorted, but in the end, the real numbers are what hopefully people will see is accurate. And as this goes through the judicial system, the reality of what it's all about is going to come to light. And some people will never believe that what's true. And you know, you have to remember that right now people are under this global cult. They're under this global cult, and they're, you know, I was born and raised in a religious cult. I ran a support group every month for 9 years, helping people to recover from this cult programming. So I know what cults are very well. I know how they operate. And what's happening on our planet is cult on a much bigger level. This is global cult. And so as people who have been under the control of this cult without even knowing it, who have been bamboozled by all of the media and thinking that this is real news, that people are, we're watching and seeing our loved ones and people around us waking up. And as they are waking up, there's this cognitive dissonance that happens. People get angry. People don't believe you. They have to push you away and make you wrong because they cannot see the truth. And that's okay. We can be calm about that, because when you know you're standing in real truth, you can be calm about that. That's why the president is not tripping out. He knows truth. He knows what truth is. And so this is all going to be revealed in time. So let's see, Lila, if you were able to share with us what your trauma was and what you're experiencing at the age of 5, where this all started. That would be helpful to know. Jalpa has a question about experiencing fear of loss. So that's being afraid to lose something, or experiencing loss but being afraid to experience it. So it looks like you're afraid that you're going to be losing something. So in your root, Jalpa, out to the 10th layer. So there's an energy here that's making you feel like when you experience this loss, that you're going to be completely alone. So maybe this is a loved one who is sick, that you're going to be very alone and that there's no spiritual help for you. Like you have to do it all by yourself. And so this energy here is wanting me to remind you that you're never alone, that there's this tremendous amount of spiritual help that's available out in these out in this 10th layer where the angels and the ascended masters and all of this really powerful spiritual help is available to you if you just ask and if you just remember that they want to support you and they've got your back. So I'm just helping you clear that energy in your root out to this 10th layer that doesn't allow you to connect with the spiritual realm and know that you're safe and protected. We're just clearing that up. Okay, great. Just checking a couple other things here. So there's another energy in your arms that's affecting your ability to give and receive. So when you're in loss and you're grieving, it's natural and normal that you sort of contract, you contain your energies. There's no more outward of this outward energy. And outward energy would be more of a distraction from distracting you from feeling your grief and what you're feeling. So it's yeah. So you're just clearing this energy. There's an energy at the back of your solar plexus that's making you feel powerless around this whole situation. So while we may not be able to control if a loved one leaves us, we can certainly know that it's a natural process and it's something we all are going to experience. The other part that's getting triggered for you is your own fear of dying. And because that's a really powerful fear that can stop us, which is also in your root chakra. So we're just helping you clear that. Okay, great. So cleared some powerless energy in that solar plexus, some of that fear in your root. So see if that doesn't feel any different. Maybe you can give us some feedback about that. I don't recall anything. Lila didn't recall anything from the age of 5. Had a very loving childhood. Okay, that doesn't mean that something didn't happen that you don't remember. I mean, I was sexually abused until I went to kindergarten, and I have no memories before that, but my body didn't forget. My body knew what happened. And so that was revealed to me over a lot of different ways. But anyway, so Jalpa is saying, how can I help this family member? They are very much around by grace. I just have this extreme fear of loss. So it's like Jalpa. It's what I'm hearing you say is that you don't want to lose this person, this family member, and that's natural. That's normal. That's no one wants to lose our loved ones, and I think I've cleared pretty much what you were bringing to the table, and just know that the thing that you have to remember about other people leaving us in this lifetime is that they have their own path, their own trajectory, and people are going to choose to leave and create their own exit strategy based on their timeline and based on what their lessons, etc. And so I totally get that it's hard to watch people leaving us, and But the thing that you have to remember is that you will always continue to be connected on a much bigger level. They may be your next guardian angel, supporting, guiding you from a more divine space of grace and ease. And so I get loss, and it's something you have to feel, and it's all part of the letting go process. So there's really not much you can do for them if this is what their choice is. I feel like I meant to be came here spontaneously. Okay, great. Here's a question from Xylia. I've been working on aligning my root chakra. Could you check and see if it's aligned? And also, could you check to see if the 1% reptilian are operating in my energy? Okay, let's check your root. So you have really good grounding. The earth energy is coming up through the legs, Xylia, and let's see. You do have a worry circle that's out to the third layer, so go ahead and pull that in so you can feel more grounded. And then the 1% is only in your space 15%. That would also go for the reptilian energies. So if you go out to the 30th layer to bring in that reptilian energy at the root, when you pull that into at the 15th layer, that's where you can grab that 1% and just bring that all the way into the core. And then, of course, up and out through that central core as we send these off planet now. Okay, excellent. Awesome. Thanks for asking. You're welcome, Jalpa. So let's see any questions here on Instagram. Hey, Julia. Jen. Fair Coaching, I don't know who that is. Okay, can you please scan me and see if I have something to clear? Okay, so we're just going to do a quick scan for Crystal. Yes, you're asking this because your grounding cord has stopped being very effective. It goes down just to the top of the earth and then stops. So send that all the way down. And then pull in your worry circle from the 15th layer. That's that 1% energy, not allowing you to feel safe in your body. Okay, great. And then let's see what else. The rest of your energy field looks good. Yeah, those were the two things. Excellent. Thanks for asking, Crystal. Okay, let's see what else we have going on here. Erica. Okay, her Aunt Patsy keeps failing to get a job she likes. What does she need to do? Well, it all depends. Maybe she likes the job, but maybe the job's not aligned with her. So let's measure if this job is aligned with your aunt, so she's not continuing to fight after something that's not even aligned. It's like having your ladder up against the wrong wall and you're struggling so hard to get up that ladder, and anyway, you get my point. Okay, so let's measure. You're welcome, Crystal. Let's measure if your Aunt Patsy is aligned with this job that you're talking about. So it does vibrate at infinity. So that's the first thing that's established. So yes, she's aligned. Let's see now where or why she's not able to bring it all the way in. So her money energy is very low money energy is at 250. So even though this job is ideal, she can't bring it in because her money vibration is too low. It's not aligned with the job, which is at a higher vibration. So Patsy needs to clear her money pile, bring it up to a high vibration. And, if you want to share with her that link of the 20-minute meditation, at the end of that meditation, there's a part in there that helps you to raise your money vibration as well. So it suggests you sharing that with her so that she can begin the process of clearing those lower vibrating energies, raising the money vibration, and then becoming aligned in all of her chakras. So the place where she's going to really need the most aligning with this high vibration of money is one in her sixth chakra. So her beliefs need to change. Her beliefs about where she is with money, why she's there, that needs to shift in order to reach this higher level that she's trying to bring in. And so the belief is that she has to work really hard for the machine. There's energies there that relate to the 1% here about working hard for the machine. So that's partly where the discrepancy is. 6. Also in her heart, out to the third layer. So she's a lot about proving her worth and value. And so in this job, if she were just in her higher vibration, in her more aligned self, she would be able to bring in this job a lot easier because she's going to be aligned with the job, which is at a high vibration. So those are the main areas. Sixth and heart. She needs to align her high money vibration in those chakras. So share with her that link, and that would be a really great thing. So before I got knocked off of Instagram, we were sharing there about some of how I've gotten to where I've been, who I am, so forth. But one of the things that we're going to be doing that I'm really excited about is that starting tomorrow, so for those of you who like this energy clearing, who like what we do here, can you imagine being able to do this every single day for 30 days, except Sundays, because that's a day of integration? Because that's what we're going to be doing starting tomorrow. So there's a whole new round of our daily meta clearings that's starting tomorrow on 11/11. And the theme for this is going to be aligning to a new era. So a lot of people are disappointed about the elections, and really, in my opinion, the elections to me are kind of irrelevant. It's what's keeping everybody distracted from going inward into their core, finding their divine essence. And so a lot of people are kind of waiting for their savior, when the reality is all the answers we need are right within us. I have to share just a really quick, very profound little experience. A client who's about to start, a new client who's about to start, shared with me how he's from Vietnam, and his mother had this great little remedy for keeping colds away. And that was to cut an onion in half, put it in this Kleenex box, and put it under his bed. And so he had forgot about it, and he just found it the other day. And this thing has started to grow. It has leaves on it, some of which were as long as 8 inches, he said. This thing was growing under there without any light, without any soil, without any water, because in this stillness, in this darkness, everything that this plant needed to grow was right there within it. And we are no different from this plant. Like we're made of the same stuff. We have everything we need right here to find our joy, to find this unconditional love for ourselves. It can all be self-generated. But many of you, all of us, we've been in this amnesia where we've forgotten how to access our gifts. We've forgotten how to generate this self-love, to be able to nurture ourselves and find our divine blueprint. So we're going to be kind of going back to the basics again. This is where it all starts with this system that I've created, the infinity system. We're going to be clearing our energy every single day for 30 days. So we're starting tomorrow, It's going to go all the way through December 18th. And you will be, this will also be carrying us through the launch of my book. You'll be able to have access to that for $1 for a day. And so I'm really excited about that. But most of all, the people that have come through this is now what, our fourth or fifth time, I think, of doing this on a daily basis. And people just keep coming back because their life begins to change. It becomes to feel more stable, more grounded, more consistent, more expanded, more joyful. And to be able to experience this on a daily basis is very profound. And especially because what's going on the planet right now, there are some dark times ahead. If you've been paying attention, we've been warned about this dark winter. So what tools do you have to be able to navigate through this? If you're joining us for this 33 days that we're starting tomorrow, you'll be given the tools, because I'm going to be in the background, not only helping you to learn a tool that will extend long past this 33 days, where you're going to have a tool that's going to help you stay grounded on a daily basis. And over these 33 days, there's going to be 3 phases where we're going to be doing a lot of clearing in this first phase. And in that second phase is where we really plant those seeds of intentions, the things that we want to align our deepest desires and dreams to. And in that third phase, where we're going to get even more aligned so that we can really bring in what we deeply desire. And you all have different dreams and desires, but the system applies to everyone. So the system can be used no matter what your dreams and desires are. And so it's just really a beautiful place to come to every day, knowing that this small group of powerful coaches, high-level healers, and forward-thinking entrepreneurs are coming together every morning, all going in the same direction. It creates a mastermind where we start to match each other as a group, and it becomes even more powerful, more synergistic as we're all doing this together. So the link is here in Facebook here, and if it's not here in Instagram, it's certainly been updated in the link tree in my bio. So you can go there and find it. And tomorrow, the very first day, only the first day, will be via Zoom. And then all the rest of the days are just going to be on the phone, unless you're an international caller. And then there's a link, instant teleseminar link that you can get on, so that it doesn't cost money. At any rate, every day on the phone, so that we can just drop in without the visual distractions of the video. But it's nice to be able to meet all of you the first time around. So I look forward to joining you all tomorrow. Let's see what other questions we might have. And get her. Okay, so Erica says, I will work with her and get her to start running her energy. Yes, indeed. Yes, let us know if she gets the job. We'd love to know. And I'm not seeing any other questions. So unless, what else have we got here? Let's see, hang on. Going over here on Facebook. Would love to be able to step in my creative power and clear some shame around that. Okay, so okay. Let's see where some of this shame is. So this is another thing that can be measured. Shame can be measured. Not to change subjects here, but if you look on my Facebook banner, you can see the difference in shame between these 2 presidential candidates and why things are unfolding the way they are. Ilke shame, it measures at 95. Okay, good. So let's see where this shame is, because the energy of shame makes you go into hiding. And then clients can't find you, friends can't find you, you feel very isolated and alone. Let's see where the shame is so that we can help you clear. In the root, out to the 5th layer. So this relates to communication. So maybe there's shame about something you said, or maybe something you should have said that you didn't say. Either way, there's some shame about what got revealed. So let's just pull all of this shame in. We can just drop it down the grounding cord. It's not your shame. Only 3% of it is yours. So there's people in your space trying to shame you, trying to make you feel bad for what you said, or what you revealed, what you spoke about, speaking your truth, and then they made you wrong. So let's just drop all that shame that's not yours. But see, this is the thing. People feel things and then they think it's theirs when it's not. So this is a great example of that. Just drop all that shame down the grounding. Okay, so we're down to 3%. This 3% shame that is probably yours is right here in the sixth chakra. So 3% is not very much shame at all. But when we talk about these numbers, we want to get to the bottom and clear all of it. That's how you really accelerate your growth and expansion. So that 3% of shame is right in that sixth chakra, out to the third layer. So it's some beliefs about feeling powerless somehow. And so we're just going to clear that belief, that program that you should be ashamed of yourself. No, apparently, maybe they should be ashamed of themselves for projecting all their shame on you. Okay. Oh, I can breathe better. How are you feeling? Let us know if that shifts anything for you. Because now your shame is at 0. So you might notice feeling a little lighter, like not so embarrassed, not so like wanting to hide. So yeah, let us know how that shifted for you. Let's see what else we have here. Yes, so I did, yes, I did miss you, but now I see. Okay, so her response is wow. So I don't know what that means. Maybe you could clarify what wow means about the shame. Okay, good. Let's see. Yes, we do have a Zoom call tomorrow. So the announcement will go out a little bit later today about all the information. And so if you go into the portal, for those of you who have already joined, who are going to be joining us tomorrow, all of the information about the program is in the Kajabi portal, where this program lives in your library there. So it'll have the Zoom link, it'll have all the information you need, but I'll send that out in a reminder just so we can all have the reminder about tomorrow. So I'm excited about what we're going to be doing for a whole month, a little over a month of doing these energy clearings. Always really, really powerful. So yes, Jade on Shoko. I never get these names right. Okay, any other questions? Post or forever hold your peace. Let's see what we got here. So here's someone, Jade, who wants to go live. So let's try this, see if that works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And that way we can get a live reaction about what's going on. So she requested to join. So we'll see what happens with that. And I think that'll be the last question that we'll entertain unless, okay, so Ilke is saying, it is so accurate, feeling much lighter. Great. Thank you for sharing that with us, because like I already know that this stuff works, but when we can get someone live that's validating what I'm saying is true, and they're feeling much lighter as a result of what I just did with someone I don't even know, and it's completely accurate, this just helps to build your trust in that what I'm doing is real here. So Thank you for sharing. Okay. um, okay. Okay. So, I don't know, Jade, I sent the request, and I guess you have to you have to accept or something like that for you to come on. So, I have been having anxiety as I am completely some of my projects. As maybe as you're completing some of your projects. Okay, let's see where your anxiety is, Jade. Um, in your sixth chakra, so some of your beliefs. So you have some fear going on up here, some beliefs about, you have a fear of failing. And so that's the anxiety. And that fear of failure can be very paralyzing because you want to get it right. You don't want to do it wrong. And so what ends up happening is it's hard to move forward because it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're not going to get it right, so why should I even try? So that's why it's hard to complete the projects because you're afraid from the beginning that it's not going to be right. You're going to do it wrong. You're going to fail. You're going to displease other people, and so that the whole premise of what's pushing and motivating you is flawed and distorted. So let's clear those fears out of that sixth chakra so that you can operate more from your personal truths. And these projects, you already have a vision, but all of this that's going on up here is clouding your vision so that you don't have the confidence to move forward. And just lack of clarity. So that's from all the fears that you're holding up there. It looks like it's your dad's energy. So maybe, in some, you know, psychological way, psychic Jungian way, that you are still trying to please your father. And so I imagine you're an adult, you're a grown adult now that doesn't have to worry about what your dad thinks. And, but you're still trying to get his approval in there. Okay, so we're just going to drop that down your grounding. And then down in the root, out to that third layer, it's this paralysis that's happening up here because of what you're thinking is causing you to not feel safe to step into your power. So we're just going to pull that energy in at the root. Okay, great. Just send that down the grounding. Okay, awesome. I've been having anxiety. Okay, so any other feedback would be helpful, Jade, about that. Okay, so Jalpa wants some help clearing residual anger. Okay, good. So anger is an interesting thing because when I help you clear anger, it's the excess anger that you have in your energy field. That is the opposite of flow and abundance. It's the opposite of a lot of these higher vibrations where you're trying to get to. So anger can serve a very important purpose, which is to move you to action to change some injustice that you see going on, as opposed to just letting it run around in our energy field and trying to motivate us through anger, thinking that that's our true power, and it's not. And it's not sustainable. So let's see where this anger is. First, we're going to measure it. 95%. Here's one other aspect of that is that, Jalpa, you're not in your body all the way. So for you, what might seem like spurts of anger from time to time might be you just coming back into your body and then feeling all the anger that's already there up to 95%. So you actually hold a lot of anger, but you're not in your body to really even realize it and know how much is there. So let's clear this anger. So it starts here with the beliefs that this is your power. So can be a challenge that changes over time because it requires a whole new way of seeing things. Instead of like thinking that you need anger to motivate you to get stuff done and to beat yourself up in order to make that thing happen, shifting to eliminating all of the excess anger and stepping into your solar plexus where your true power is, also accessing the 20th layer of your aura where your awakened predator, innate warrior lives. Those two places is really where your power lives. So shifting from using anger as power to tapping into these other two places is a much longer journey than just a couple minutes here, helping you clear a few things. So just so you know, it's a much bigger journey. However, let's help you clear this anger. So in the sixth chakra, out to that third layer, we're going to clear that belief that says you need anger for your power, because that's not true. 7, 6. And then down in the root, out to the third layer. So this is the other place where you use anger to feel powerful. And there's no doubt, anger is a very big energy and it can feel very powerful, but it's not your real power. That's the biggest thing you need to realize. Your true power is way more grounded than that. When you can access that solar plexus that's really grounded, and then that innate warrior that has 360 senses in that 20th layer. So there's a question here about what that 20th layer is. The 20th layer is where the most powerful part of your energy field is, where the innate warrior, awakened predator lives that has access to 360 senses, 360 degrees around you. So that might be, that's probably new information to a lot of you, and that's because it's new information. All outlined in the book. So anyway, I'm excited to bring that to you, where you can see the whole picture now. I've been giving you bits and pieces, but yes, all of us have this 20th layer. In fact, today, so this is new information that's just come out, is not even in the book. There's new information now available about the 50th layer. So this is some of the information that I'll be sharing in this new program of the 33 days, stepping into, aligning to this new era. So there's going to be some of you who are ready to connect to the information that's available in this whole new layer that's been revealed just in this last week that I shared in the mentoring program today. So today was the last day of our mentoring program. We won't be starting a new mentoring group until next year. I don't know when, but I'm just saying. But at any rate, there's all new information that's available. So the 50th layer is new information that will be revealed shortly. My insiders already know. So the anger that we're releasing here, let's remeasure, see where you are. Anger is at 15%. So we cleared most of the anger. You might notice feeling a lot calmer. Let's get that last percentage of anger is in second chakra, where there's just a chunk of anger. So the second chakra processes a lot of emotional energy. So we're just going to pull that anger in and send it down the grounding, because that's going to affect your ability to create. Second chakra is all about creating, right? So when you're holding a lot of anger there, guess what you're going to create? things to be angry about. So we don't want this anger here in your second chakra. Okay, great. All right. Maybe you can let us know if you're feeling calmer. I can feel it from here. Yes. Okay. Good, good, good. Thanks for sharing. Good to see you here, Pete. And a lot of new people. Great. So I'm so excited about tomorrow because these groups are always so much fun. And it's really great to see people expand and grow over this period of time. And there's some surprises that we're going to be revealing in this 33 days. There's bonuses. There's a link in the bio and in the feed on Facebook, and in the link in Instagram. So go check that out because we're going to be starting tomorrow. And there, if you want to just check it out, there's a full refund available if you just want to check it out and see. I don't know, check. Well, you can join in for a couple days and just see how you like it. So I think it was 11. It'll say in there when the expiration date for getting your money back. So